Hi guys, it's Professor Olson. This is our final critique of the year. So taking a look at your work. First up, I'm going to look at Anna's final presentation. Anna, this is amazing. You've done a great job really coming through on this, making everything look cohesive and good. You made a lot of progress on this as you evolved your logo design and then your identity package. And just looking at everything, it looks really good. So I would just give you a couple of little tips. This looks fantastic. I noticed Tim Oliver commented on this on Slack. Really good. So just a couple of tips to make it a little better. When you look at all your pages, you want to make sure everything is neat and organized. It looks pretty much like that. One thing right here, this box with the type butted right next to it, it's not a great look. I would just make this, take the box away and make the type a color. You can make it this background color, could work. And then, you know, this is great. You're using the whole page, that's good. All the things that you've done along the way have worked out really well. So just when you look at the pages toward the end here, this looks great. Position these so they're kind of the same position in the page. And then on this is a terrific image, fantastic, a sort of kente pattern in the background. Blow this up so it fills the whole frame, which would just be a lot better. And if you feel skilled in Photoshop enough, you could add a little bit of a shadow underneath here. There's a whole technique. You've got a good shadow from the cup sort of hitting the box, but it just feels like it needs a little bit of a shadow, a tight little kind of dark shadow around the bottom to make it feel like it's sitting on the wood. And given the lighting scenario, probably cast shadow over here, but I'm just nitpicking because this is really great. You've done a great job. Congratulations. I know you're going to have a fantastic weekend. Record your video, and this goes out to everybody. You're going to record a video of your whole presentation from start to finish, and you're going to post that both two places, in the discussion and on your final assignment. So make sure you do it in two places. So congratulations, Anna. Next up, John, Atomic Cookies. So your color palette is still clearly evolving. You've got red and black and white and gray. You want to have a full color palette, and you want to be able to use that. This figure on the bomb, which you're kind of replicating from some reference image, should be in color, not in black and white. And your packaging is missing a lot of elements. Review everything that we talked about in the week 4 lecture that Sabrina did, and make sure you've got all the correct elements on here and make it look authentic. Right now, it feels like you're just sort of decorating with some ovals and stuff. It's not really a concept. It's not really like coming together. There might be an overall sort of texture or pattern, something in the background, and use some color. Right now it feels colorblind, like not really all there. Joanna, YOLO Cookies. So you have sort of some cookie colors. Your assigned color is blue. You haven't used full color. You need the net weight. I would get a great photo of a cookie. I'm not in love with your logo, as you know. White feels like a default, like you haven't chosen anything. I put a descriptor line. Look at cookie packaging and see what key things you need to add to that. You had another file as well, so. Yeah, so you've got this perfect circle with some dots in it, which I guess indicates a cookie with chocolate chips or something. Find a good photo of a cookie, show it off. Look at the packaging we described and talked about in the live session with Sabrina, and see if you can make it appealing, delicious, irresistible. That's kind of what you're trying to go for on here. Right now it's stark, it's, empty. These images are sort of an idea about a cookie, not a real cookie. So see what you can do to make that happen. All right, Austin, brittle brick. I'm not a fan of the way your logo type is. Brittle brick, and then it should say peanut brittle, old-fashioned peanut brittle, all part of the logo, I would say. The way this is set up, it's just dying for a great photo of peanut brittle, sort of filling up the space in here. The bricks don't look like bricks at all. You've just done sort of rectangles with black strokes. So minimal look, not great. If you have this green and dark colors in your logo, why have a dark background? You have a white background inset, but maybe there's a light, very cream color that could be good in the background. You've added a drop shadow to separate it from the white, and then a white box to separate it from the green. So it's like incredibly complex for no good reason. Simplify it, pick colors that actually work together, and create some contrast. All right, in this final section, so Matthew, this is your Oaxaca chocolate. I think the idea is good of this Oaxaca building. I've not seen this logo, so I really wouldn't say it's a great logo. You're missing all kinds of elements that are essential to your package design, net weight, descriptor line, maybe a photo of the chocolate, perhaps. You're using an interesting mix of colors that kind of give it a Oaxaca feeling, so there's that. But the design feels very stark and unfinished. I would give it some texture and some depth, a little more depth than what it has. So keep going. You need to have 3 designs. Olivia, Bluebell's chocolate. So this is now really nice logo type. I don't really get the icon. I guess this illustration here is the icon. The drips are illustrated really well. The white feels like a default. I would add a color there instead. Something that works against these things. Doing the blue and bell and blue and green makes it a little problematic to work with, but you need to figure out what that background color is. These 3 are somewhat redundant. You did add a pattern here. It looks like fortune cookies or leaves. So there's a lot of good things going on here, but it just feels a little unfinished. Net weight, descriptor line, and no white. Like, figure out a color for that. So great composite, really pretty well done. All right, Adam, this looks terrific. These 3 designs are all awesome. Great job. Not white. I would just add 5% yellow to that and see how that looks for you. So that may just enhance it a little bit if the white feels so sort of stark and unconsidered. So just try that, see how that works for you. All right, Christy, Maritime Soap. So I gather this is your logo. You've got this circle with a gradient and a stroke on the outside. All these things feel kind of unnecessary. The icon is sort of overlapping some of the logo type, which is not a great look. And now you've got these 3 package designs that feel a little sort of generic. Interesting color choices, but not really a concept for what they look like. This one has bubbles, okay, but maybe we're on the ocean floor, or maybe this looks like an aquarium or something. You can really add some concept to this. You've got some texture, but the branding feels pretty minimal or sort of arbitrary in these. I hope that's helpful. This sort of glow, and it's sort of greenish gray, just sort of kills everything. Considering this is soap, this sort of purple green palette seems better than the brown and red. So maybe work with that, but eliminate that gradient circle. I don't think that's helping you at all. All right, and then Giovanni, you've already done your full presentation. Congratulations. I'm not going to watch it right now, but good job. All right, guys. So hopefully you're coming down the home stretch, feeling good about your projects, and I look forward to seeing everybody's finished work.